Bonjour. Okay, now I'm on page 14. We're going to start to get into a little bit of grammar here. Do not let that word freak you out. I'm on 1-1 where it says une salle de classe, or a classroom. There's a big picture there. All that vocabulary is listed, and remember I told you to go to our textbook website and listen to the vocabulary and get it in your head. You may have noticed something in this picture. They all have a word in front of the nouns. It's either UN or UNE. For those of you who are good at English grammar and you really like grammar terms, these are called single indefinite articles. For those of you who aren't, I just need you to know that this is the way you say a or an in French. So where it says une fenêtre, that's a window. Where it says un écran, that's a screen. So just so you know, this is the way we say a or an in French. I'm at number 1 where the blue box is. There are 2 singular indefinite articles, or ways to say a in French, and they can correspond to a, an, or one even sometimes. They are un and une. UN is pronounced un. UNE is pronounced une. And it's very, very important that you keep these straight. Both of these articles are used with nouns, referring to people, places, or things. Nouns are people, places, or things. Is used with masculine nouns, and une is used with feminine nouns. Now, what in the world do I mean by that? French has something called gender. We don't have it in English, so it's kind of a funky concept at first, but a fairly simple one. A noun is either masculine or feminine, and sometimes you can tell right away. The way to say a man is un homme. You would expect that to be masculine and to use the masculine article un with it. A woman is une femme. You would expect to use une because that's the feminine article and femme is the word for woman. But it's not always the case. See the picture of the teacher up there? It's a female teacher, but she is still called un professeur. So how do you keep these straight? Here. There is no fast rule. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. So what you must absolutely 100% do every time you are learning vocabulary is memorize the article with it. So if you make flashcards, if you write professeur down, you need to write un professeur on the French side and a teacher on the English side. If you're writing a piece of chalk on your English side, on the French side, you can't just put craie. You have to put une craie. Because trust me, you won't remember them unless you memorize them as part of your routine for memorization. So you need to find a way of memorizing that's best for you. I prefer to do flashcards. And when I'm doing nouns, I like to put masculine and feminine nouns on separate colors. It doesn't matter what colors they are, as long as it's 2 different colors, one for masculine, one for feminine. So that's the end of the first part of this lesson on page 14, end of box 1, and I'll see you next time.